King Harris said he surpassed Michael Jackson. Antonio Brown responds, "That's ugly."
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well?
Put some guns in here.
All right, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
There's no safety. You gotta take.
There's no safety.
You take
Okay.
the clip out.
Well, I'm not gonna mess around with that too much. I'm gonna just set this down right here. Dude, step out
Get
for
out
me.
now.
Yes, sir. Place your hands behind your back for me. All right, right now you're just being detained.
I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas. His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's going to turn out.
King Harris just snapped and went off on Antonio Brown after AB decided to clown him online. And let's be clear, King didn't find those jokes funny at all. Now, the whole internet is buzzing, asking one question. Could this be the move that lands King in handcuffs again? It all started back in August when King Harris shook things up by declaring that his ultimate goal was to be bigger than the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. The statement went viral instantly. Some people hyped him up, others laughed him off, but everybody had an opinion. And when that clip made its way to X, Antonio Brown saw the perfect opening. Instead of debating King's music, AB went straight for the low blow. He tweeted, "God damn that ugly." If you know Antonio, you know this isn't out of character.
I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas. His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's going to turn out.
Disrespecting high-profile names has basically become his full-time hustle. But AB didn't stop there. He turned his sights on the Sanders family too. In one tweet, he wrote, "Whole Sanders fam going to end up getting cut out the league." Then doubled down with another, "Not even their fault. NFL couldn't humble their dad, so they will repay kids." Ruthless shots, no filter, no mercy. For a while, fans were just sitting back waiting to see if King would let it slide or fire back. But here's the thing, King Harris isn't built to stay silent. Word is, he caught Antonio out in public, and instead of trading more tweets, it turned physical. Hands were thrown, tempers exploded, and suddenly, what was supposed to be a social media feud turned into a real-world fight. And that alleged move? It reportedly put King right back in the police spotlight, with law enforcement now circling his name again. And Antonio? He didn't back down either. He clapped back even harder online, using the fallout to pour more gas on the fire. What should have been a few shady tweets spun out into chaos, dragging King into the very nightmare T I had warned him about years ago. Back in 2022, Tip told his son crystal clear, "If you don't slow down, the only place you'll learn your lesson is behind bars."
That boy having fun. Can't get down there having fun. Hey, you're tired, sir.
And now, that warning feels closer than ever. From reckless driving to wild public brawls, flashing firearms in music videos, and flat-out ignoring warrants, King Harris stacked up a record that was bound to catch up with him sooner or later. The 2024 arrest footage was the ultimate wake-up call. Almost smashing into a cop car, weed in plain view, a gun strapped to his hip, and let's not forget that dusty old warrant from 2022 still hanging over his head. That warrant alone carried speeding, a suspended license, and a DUI charge. It had been sitting there for years like a ticking time bomb, and when it finally exploded, the timing could not have been worse. Because right after that ugly arrest, King stepped into a whole new chapter: fatherhood. Just weeks later, he was posting baby pictures, celebrating the birth of his son, and even dropping a track called Dear Son. On Instagram, it looked like he was trying to reinvent himself, presenting the image of a young man ready to take responsibility. Fans were hopeful, thinking maybe this was the turning point that would pull him out of the streets. But reality hit harder than a beat drop. The courtroom didn't care about likes or captions. Facing the possibility of 5 years behind bars turned his online fairy tale into a nightmare. Every reckless choice, every ignored warning came back with full force, staring him down in front of a judge. And for T.I., it was a cruel deja vu.
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well?
There's guns in here.
All right, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
There's no safety. You gotta take the
There's no safety.
You take the
Okay.
clip out.
Well, I'm not gonna mess around with that too much. I'm gonna just set this down right here. Dude, step out
Get
for
out
me.
now.
Yes, sir. Place your hands behind your back for me. All right, right now you're just being detained. You want this hat to go with you?
Not home going to jail.
I'm sorry, I didn't give you the update. So they did confirm it. The warrant is valid and they do want you.
He had already warned King countless times about where this road was headed. Back in 2022, he practically spelled it out. Keep living wild, and the only lesson you'll learn will come from behind bars. Now, Tip was forced to watch his own prophecy unfold in real time, and that pain hit different. But even fatherhood didn't slow King down. His relationship with his baby mama, Big Nana, only threw more gas on the fire. The internet tore into the couple, dragging the age gap, questioning her motives, and accusing her of chasing money. She's only here for the bag, some comments claimed. Instead of ducking the noise, King leaned into it, throwing over-the-top baby showers, flashing gifts, and proudly showing off his son like a trophy. That move just amplified the tension. On one side, King wanted to live like a star, flexing in front of millions. On the other side, the legal and personal responsibilities were stacking sky high. Even in that 2024 arrest video, where he stayed calm and cooperative, clearly playing to the cameras, the truth couldn't be hidden. The walls were closing in, and this time, the weight of fame, fatherhood, and the law were crashing down all at once. King Harris's history of reckless driving, wild public altercations, and openly flaunting weapons built a reputation the law just couldn't ignore. No matter how hard T.I. tried to guide him with a blueprint to stay out of the same traps, every misstep was another reminder that his father's warnings weren't just talk, they were survival tips. And the fans completely split down the middle. Some rushed to defend him, saying he was still young, still had time to change, and could turn things around with the right mindset. But others were quick to drag him, pointing out that fame and money don't erase accountability. They reminded everyone that no amount of celebrity clout can block the fallout from reckless choices piling up one after another. His presence loomed over every development, almost like a ghost haunting the storyline. His warnings back in 2022 weren't just fatherly lectures. They were born from his own life, his own scars. He knew the pattern too well. Watching his son face arrests, get publicly shamed, and juggle the pressures of fatherhood was a painful mirror of Tip's own youth. He even showed up at a video shoot with Boozy, straight up telling King to stop flashing firearms, reminding him, "We've lived that life, and we know exactly where it leads."
Why y'all got so much time, bro? Why y'all always gotta have guns? What is it about the guns, man?
It's not illegal to have guns.
Well, in the manner in which you portraying in the lifestyle, don't look legitimate, sir. Because I'm not supporting I'm not Can't do it. I'm not. What kind of parent gonna support their kids and they'll goddamn slide, ride, popping it? And then you got a gun in your book. So 12 pull up and they say, hey, who do you belong to? Who raised their hand?
But did King listen? Not at all. Instead, he doubled down, leaning further into the risky lifestyle and building an online persona that directly clashed with the legal storm brewing over him. Now, a possible 5-year prison sentence hangs over King like a dark shadow, proof that the game he's been playing has real consequences. From the infamous gas station incident where he nearly crashed into cops, to viral clips of fights and guns being flashed, his trajectory paints a clear, dangerous picture of escalation. And here's the part that cuts deepest. Despite the joy of fatherhood and moments where he seemed ready to grow, King can't outrun the weight of his past. His fame only magnifies the pressure. The spotlight makes every stumble louder, and the online world? They're not holding back, turning every misstep into a headline and every flaw into a meme. The internet didn't hold back. Comments came flying fast. One user blasted him saying he thinks his parents' money can save him, yet he wants to act like he comes from nothing. He's a total embarrassment. Another chimed in with, I tried to tell him King just wouldn't listen. While a third voice cut the deepest, this is what he wanted, now live it. That's the brutal tone King is facing online, and the noise is only getting louder. The big question is, if a judge actually slaps King with 5 years, what happens next? Will this be the moment that finally forces him to wise up, take responsibility, and rewrite his path? Or will it push him even further off the rails, spiraling deeper into the same cycle that's been haunting him? Fans are torn, critics are circling, and even supporters are nervous about whether he can handle the pressure. Because this isn't just about a case, it's about his future as an artist, his role as a father, and the respect he's still trying to earn in the streets. Every move from here on will define whether King Harris grows into the man he claims he wants to be or crashes under the weight of his own choices. So how do you see this playing out? Will King rise or fall? Drop your thoughts below, let's talk about it. And make sure you hit that like button, smash subscribe, and join the conversation. Because trust me, this story is far from over.